We are here at Forest Lemming the third field, home of your Wilson Tigers, kicking off for a beautiful game of soccer that should be starting in around 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, depending if they start this one early. Should be a beautiful game between your Wilson Boys Varsity Soccer team and the Coolidge Colts Boys Varsity Soccer team. This will be going to be the first round of the DCIAA playoffs. Should be a beautiful game, and both teams are going to be looking out to compete and to send the other one home. Both these teams played each other earlier this season. It was a great game. Wilson was able to take that one in a 2-0 victory. But we'll see if Coolidge can rebound on that loss early on this season. We know they're a very talented team, and we know they've given Wilson some trouble. So we'll see how this one turns out. We'll be back with you when this one starts.
Welcome to Wilson Live. We have Wilson against Coolidge. This is the DCIAA semifinals. In their previous matchup, Wilson won 2-0. DCSAA, semifinals. DCIAA semifinals. In their previous matchup, Wilson won 2-0 against this Coolidge team. Today is a different story though, as it is tournament play. We'll see how the nerves affect these players. Wilson starting out with the ball, keeping possession. Coach JC, we know he likes to do this. He likes to pass around the back. Absolutely no dribbling allowed in his team. Nice pass around by this Wilson team.
Goes out of bounds for a Wilson throw.
This Wilson team, first time in a couple years that they've been undefeated in all the regular DCIAA games. Very strong squad. Has been absolutely running through these DCIAA teams.
Yeah, only the teams that seem to give them some competition this year were against St. John's and Wiss, who they obviously lost ugly games to. But they've really turned around since then. Been the dominant team in every single game and have won by a lot.
This Wilson team so far lining up in 4-3-3, as they like to do so. They have their star player, Cooper Lane, at striker, who's the highest scorer in this DCIAA league. I'm expecting Wilson to win here. I mean, they have the technical advantage that we've just seen all season long, and they also just have the physical advantage. They got some big players like Taman in the midfield and Lane up top, as well as they got some speedy players like Carter and Hornsby. There's a shot by Taman, couldn't catch it right on his foot though. Goes out for a Coolidge goal kick.
Great early pressure here from Wilson, already on the front foot, sitting in the driver's seat, as they're putting a lot of pressure on this Coolidge team in the first 4 minutes of this game.
Coolidge gives up the ball in dangerous position. Chico tries to play the ball inside towards Lane, just can't get it though. Lane battling for it. And the ref calls a foul on Lane, and it seems to be a Coolidge goal kick just at the edge of the box.
Yeah, a pretty weak foul there called by the referee, as there was not a lot of contact. Hooper was just using his body to get in between the ball and the defender. Very legal play. Not too sure what the referee saw.
Nice pressure here by Wilson. They get the ball back in a dangerous position. Here's Hornsby and Lane trying to play that 1-2, just can't. Corey Kett scoops it up though, inside once again towards Lane, playing it down his right hand side towards Malcolm. Absolutely sprints, but just can't get it. Falls a little short, and another Coolidge goal kick. Wilson so far these first 4 minutes, not even letting them out of their own half. I'm liking this intensity and aggressive by this team. So far have been pressing all together. They haven't really had left anyone with any one-on-ones. And they really are not letting this Coolidge team breathe. Coolidge was throwing here, trying to see if they can get something to go in this team. Get a couple passing around, get these players into this game right now. Once again though, stolen by Wilson early, who plays it back towards their center back, trying to keep some possession. Make this Coolidge team run, tire them out, open some space up. Dylan was a little troubled there, and Coolidge with a dangerous attack here. Plays it towards the right-hand side. Could do a one-on-one. Not sure what he was trying to do there. Maybe try to find the striker, but nice interception by Stevens, and it falls towards Wilson goalie. Here's a man who just completely ran over like the defender, like he wasn't there. And the ref calls a foul, and it will be a Coolidge free kick right around the 50, 45-yard line.
Yeah, Taman's momentum really carried him through the smaller and weaker Coolidge player there. Unfortunate for him, as he is he is penalized for that action.
Not sure if he was trying to put that cross in or shoot, but not really troubling this Wilson goalkeeper here. Wilson playing out the back. We've seen us do this almost every time in all these games. Nice turn there by Taman, uses physical to get away. Trying to play it inside towards Lane, just can't get it. Coolidge gives him a gift right back though, and it is Wilson once again with the ball. Lovely low turn there by Malcolm. It seemed that he got clipped, and he did. The ref calls a foul. Malcolm would have had some green space in front of him there.
Good position here for Wilson, as Coyette's looking to take this free kick, as he has shown that he can put in some great deliveries into the box. Hopefully they can get on to the end of it, one of these Wilson players. Manny and Lane here are the two biggest, as you can see.
Yeah, we have some big targets. We saw Taman a couple weeks back, game winner off one of these headers. Nice ball inside. Lane and Taman, though, seem to be in the same spot. No one could really get on it. Here's Coolidge with a chance. Nice turn to get around one. He does get around another and another. Nice little run there by that Coolidge, number 15. Here's Coolidge on this left-hand side. Trying to outrun the whole team. Not sure if that strategy works very well, but we see a Wilson interception, and it is a Wilson throw-in once again. So far, I mean, we're just seeing this classic Wilson team so far this year. Trying to keep majority of the possession. Trying to let the other team run, get tired, and then just absolutely dominating on the width with their fast players. They love playing those balls inside, then through ball outside. And just as I say this, Coolidge with a dangerous chance takes a shot. And I'm not sure if he slipped there, but that one was not very threatening to this Wilson goalie.
Yeah, off-balance shot there by Coolidge, number 15. Great opportunity, just could not get the laces through the ball and find one of the corners and the back of the net.
Surprisingly here, we see Wilson kick the ball up. Don't do this much in the regular season. It hits Lane's back as he tried to turn around the defender, but it falls back towards Coolidge, who plays it inside towards Roulette. Here's Chico with it. A little bit of an iffy one back towards Stevens. Manages to get a throw-in out of it, though. Never mind, it's called a Coolidge throw-in. Referee didn't catch that one well.
Yeah, bad call there by the side judge, as he had a clear opportunity to see that it did go off of a Coolidge player. Bad refereeing to start the game.
Rashad trying to get that ball in towards Stevens. He tried to clear it away as he saw it going out. Just couldn't get there, though, and a Coolidge throw-in. Long throw-in inside the box. Rashad clears it, but it falls back. Inside towards Coolidge. Flair, can he get a shot off? No. Shot by number 3, and it goes over the heads of the referee, over the heads of the goalie. It seems that there's an apparent handball call. Not sure if this was inside the box. If it is, this would be a penalty.
Maybe an indirect free kick here called by the referee. Not too sure what's going on. Wilson players are seceding into the back of their half. Oh no, quarter kick has been called.
It seems that the ref thought that it went off a Wilson player.
Referee is calling for another communication. Not too sure what's going on down there.
I think these Wilson players weren't too happy with this call, having a word there. The lads settled down, seemed a little riled up. Here's Coolidge with their corner kick. First opportunity for them. Plays it near post and almost headed into his own goal. Coolidge and the keeper didn't seem to be talking there. He thought he was going to catch it, but Coolidge hit it with his head. And Wilson just almost let one in.
Yeah, almost a big blunder there by the Wilson right back, who has been phenomenal for this team all year, putting in great services.
Here's another Coolidge corner kick. Nice ball inside. Headers it. Just goes wide left. Big chance by Coolidge here. Trying to shift this tide. I mean, honestly, that should have been 1-0 towards Coolidge. This Wilson team just let the ball go to his head. They just looked at it, let it fly. And I mean, the keeper had no chance. It was right in front of the goal. He would have put it in that left side. And Wilson, once again, lucky to not be down 1-0. See if they can keep their head together here and start communicating with each other. If not, this game will get ugly. Long ball trying to find Lane.
Whoa! Referee!
And a little bit of a tussle here. Lane thought that he got undercutted there and landed on his back. Not very happy with that one.
This player should be booked here, first for the offense and second for the retaliation that he has received for the penalty on him.
A little bit of spice in this game. We're liking it so far. Let's see if Lane can put this spice into some motivation and get this goal for Wilson. We see Coolidge taking it again. Nice ball inside towards Lane and Taman. No one on it, and it falls towards this Coolidge keeper. Nice delivery there. No one seemed to get on it.
Wow, what a miscommunication there by the Wilson players. That could have been 1-0 already into this game. Wow, both these teams need to capitalize on their opportunities as they are getting great chances here in the early part of this first half.
Lovely tackle there to rob that Coolidge player of the ball by Coolidge. Taman to Hornsby, who plays it back towards Coolidge. Pokes it towards Taman. Once again, no communication. Once again, no communication. Here's Lane with a chance, puts it inside. Carter could shoot.
Oh, penalty!
Ref doesn't call it.
Ref doesn't call it.
Ref doesn't call it. My God. Absolute robbery right there we've seen. It seems that the Coolidge player didn't even touch the ball. Carter absolutely raging that there's no penalty called. Justified too. And ladies and gentlemen, first 10 minutes of... First 10 minutes of the game, ladies and gentlemen, and this one is getting spicy. First, we saw that almost own goal by Wilson. Then once again after that, with a corner kick that could have been a goal. But then we saw that Cooper Lane tackle, which he was not very fan of. And now, a penalty that was not called that should have been called. Things are getting turned up in here. Here's Coyquet with the ball. Puts it in. Taman with a header. Couldn't get good contact with it. No clearance here by the Coolidge defense, and finally gets cleared away. Here's Coyquet. Tries to loft one in. Not a very good one there, though. We don't usually see these from him. And it is the Coolidge goal kick. Sorry for the video. The camera was a little stuck, but we have gotten it to work now.
Yeah, we're facing some technical difficulties, but that has been solved now. We are very sorry.
Here's Coolidge with it. Nice pressure by Lane. Coming out a little fierce. I'm liking this from him. Coolidge getting pressured here. Here's a throw-in. Tries to play it long down the line. Read by Stevens. Tries to find Lane. Just couldn't. Ref says handball by Coolidge player number 18. And it will be another Wilson free kick.
Great opportunity here for Wilson as they have a free kick just outside of the 30-yard line. Dylan Stevens is standing over this.
Seem to switch the kickers up. I agree with it though. On this left-hand side, I think a left footer should hit it in. Easier just to curl it onto one of their heads. Short there. Lane with a shot and goes wide left. Nice little build-up play there. Nice little set piece there by Wilson. Nice ball by Stevens. The Coolidge defenders were absolutely frozen. It is a little windy outside, if I do say so myself, and Lane took advantage, takes the shot, and just quite can't curl it into this bottom left-hand side. Wilson with the ball again, though. Carter and Chico teaming up. Stevens back to Biddle, playing it around. Here's Wilson with it. Resetting the ball, spreading this Coolidge defense around. And still good to play. So far this game, Wilson have been trying to dominate. We saw those 5 minutes of Coolidge dominance there, though. They looked very dangerous on those set pieces. We'll see how that plays out during the rest of the game. Here's Coyquet, who gives it the ball. So far this game, almost scored an own goal. I think he's got to get his head together a bit. He's got to relax. Thrown by Coolidge. Flicked on, trying to find that midfield. Coyquet once again gives it back to Coolidge. Surrounded by Wilson players though, and Hornsby pokes the ball out of his feet. Max under trouble there, but luckily gets away with it, and it is a Wilson throw-in.
Substitution here for Wilson seems to be as Quinton is coming on. Quinton Folds is coming on, excuse me. With 25 minutes left in this first half, just about halfway through. Great excitement here. A lot to see, and let's see if these two teams can keep it up and give us some entertainment.
Roulette tries to clear. Coolidge midfielder can't get the ball down. Fallback towards Carter. Plays it back towards Bill. Tries to play a long ball. Can't get Lane though. Bad touch here by a Coolidge player, and it seems to be a throw-in for Wilson, and the substitution will occur. Folds, as we said before, is coming on, and it seems Chico, number 24, will come off. Solid first 10 minutes for that lad. A little bit of grabbing there on Taman. Heyman not saying a word. I'm liking this humbleness from him. He knows he's a bigger player. He knows that the other player will get away with it, but the ref said he's seen too much, and it is a Wilson free kick. Stevens will be taking it. See Coach from goal giving Carter a little bit of instructions. I think he wants him to calm down a little bit, play out more on this wing. Ref had a word to this Coolidge coach who's a little riled up with that call. Didn't agree with it much. And it seems to be a goal kick for Wilson. Not sure what's going on here.
I believe that was a drop kick.
Oh, drop kick by Wilson. Not sure what was happening there with the ref, but here's Roulette with it. Trying to find freshly on Folds, who fights for the ball and gets it back. Taman with it. Has a lot of green space. Plays out towards the left-hand side. Stevens. Inside towards Carter. Just can't get his foot on it, though. I think he would have kept running instead of reaching there. He would have got it. Seems that the Coolidge defender slipped, so he would have had a chance on goal. Coolidge gives a gift back towards Wilson. Lane tries to flick it on towards Malcolm, just too far. Cleared away by Coolidge. Falls back towards Max, who hits it out with this no-nonsense defending by him. Hits it out for a Coolidge throw-in.
Going by Coolidge. Finds one of his players who boosts it down the field, intercepted by Max. Finds Folds, who finds Taman. Switches it all the way over to Hornsby.
Hornsby and Carter have switched sides. It seems Hornsby's playing on the left right now. Here's Taman with it, surrounded by 3 players. Touch gets away with him. Still with it though. Passes it back towards Coquette. Nice little chop there to open up his space. Biddle with it, under pressure, gets the ball away towards Carter and a little bit too far to the right. Seems to have taken too much time there. Too difficult of a pass while he was under pressure. And there's a Coolidge throw-in. Wilson regained once again. Lane seeing if he can do some step overs there, trying to get away from the defender. Uses his body to shield. Not fooling anyone though. Pokes it out for a throw-in. Here's Carter with it. Nice chance inside. Puts it in towards Taman, who heads it. Cleared away by the Coolidge defender. Folds with it. Could shoot. Didn't have the right touch. Could shoot again. Nice block once again by Coolidge. And it goes out of bounds for a Wilson throw-in. Throw-in taken quickly. Coquette tries to whip a ball and didn't have power though. Easy for the defenders to deal with. Here's Lane with nice pressure. Forces this Coolidge defense to clear it. Biddle under pressure again. We have a very high-paced game right now in our hands. Ball really being kicked from side to side really quickly. Here's Coolidge with a chance. Nice defense by Carter though, tracking all the way back. Pokes it out like a thief in the night. Taman didn't know where the ball was going. Seems that had gotten away from him. Roulette picks it up though. Malcolm with a nice move there. 2 defenders, making him look silly. Plays in towards Lane. 1-2 to Malcolm. Could shoot.
Oh! What a play there by Hornsby. Deking out 2 defenders. Finding the 1-2. Bang! Just goes over to the crossbar.
Nice play there. Malcolm asked them to tango, and they tangoed all right. Shifting left, shifting right. Couldn't quite get on him. Plays that nice 1-2 in towards Lane, who plays a wonderful ball back. The shot too close to the center though, and the goalie easily deals with it, pushes it up, and it is a Wilson corner kick. Absolute wonder chance there by this Wilson team. Here's the corner, takes it short. Nice 1-2 there by Coquette. Plays a scoop ball in, back post. A little bit of miscommunication there. Seems Folds could have had a shot off if Taman didn't try to get it. Tries to play ball back inside, and it goes out.
There's going to be 4 Wilson defenders unmarked there at the back of the back post with a beautiful 1-2 between these 2 players. That was a beautiful play execution and a beautiful play drawn up by Coach Congolo. Just lacking the last little bit, the last little putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, centimeters away from their heads right there. Here's Wilson with the throw-in. Wilson putting complete pressure on this Coolidge team for the last 10 minutes. Wouldn't be surprised if they end with a goal. before this half ends. We got 19 minutes left to play. Coolidge with a dangerous chance. Stevens tries to intercept. He puts man under pressure. Roll leg, gives it up though. Coolidge trying to play it long. Not sure if he was trying to catch it right there. I'm not sure why he was stands out, but still with it. Nice move there to get away from Taman. Using his physicality. Gets away by another. Here's Coolidge with a chance. He could shoot if he wants to. Keeps turning. Couldn't get the ball away from him. Taman tries to poke it out, and the ref calls a free kick. Dangerous chance here by Coolidge as they are 24 yards out. Could shoot here. Not sure I agree with that one there, as the other players seem to have been fighting back too, but we will see what happens here.
Yeah, well said there, Mikkel. Great opportunity here for Coolidge, just outside the 20-yard line. It is in range for a shot on target.
I think he'll shoot. I think he's going to try to put it in. He's trying to dip it over and then under this Wilson wall. Let's see how he shoots it here. Lines up the shot and tries to fool the keeper going to his post, but just a little bit too high. Goes over the crossbar. I think that nice idea, but I think I like a little bit of power and a little bit more accuracy. Here's Wilson with it, playing out the back. Passing around. Nice little quick passes here, trying to set up that triangle. Long ball towards Folds. Tries to have a one-touch pass. Little karate chop there by Taman in towards Lane. Folds playing out towards Carter. I'm liking this build-up. Gets away by one. Here he has his speed. Too big of a touch there, though. Not sure he had his head up looking around. And a nice clearance there by this Coolidge team to get it away for a Wilson throw-in. Did y'all win?
Cooper Lane here in the 18-yard box. Can he do something? He falls over. No! What a chance!
Say his name, ladies and gentlemen. Player of the game so far. Malcolm Hornsby.
Hornsby.
Once again with a nice chance there. Shoots it wide left though. Lane seemed to have fell down in the box. Not sure if the ref took a look at that or not. Coolidge giving it to Wilson once again. Never mind, ref says repeat the goal kick. Here's Coolidge with it, under pressure by Lane. Balls back towards Roulette. Roulette honestly solid so far this game. Winning balls back for Wilson off these goal kicks. As I say that loses there, you know what they say. We got that commentator's curse. Here's Lane with it, Folds with it, excuse me. Couldn't get a good touch on it though. Scooped up by this Coolidge keeper.
Goalkeeper has the ball here. Probably going to play a long ball over the top.
They seem to try to force a mistake by this Wilson defense, and there they had it. No one seemed to be alert to it though. Chance here for Coolidge, can he shoot? And
penalty!
Oh my God! Penalty!
Penal!
Ref says
penal!
Offsides! We thought it was a penalty as Max seemed to have gone in there. Max seemed to have had a challenge there, a little bit rough. Here's it taken quickly by Wilson. Had a chance there, Lane. Couldn't get a touch on it to shoot though. Coolidge clears it. An eventful game right now, fast-paced. Not sure what's really going on up here. Here's Coolidge with it. See if they can keep some possession. Not sure they want to though. Carter battling it out there. Seemed to have been tugging a little bit on that jersey, and is a Coolidge free kick.
Free kick here for Coolidge after a huge turn of events as a penal seemed to be called, but side judge said it was just offsides. Wow, that could have been detrimental towards this Wilson Tigers team. And with the final 15 minutes, we're really excited to see what happens.
It turned into a very physical game. Both teams are not happy with, they both had opportunities where you might have thought that there should have been a penalty call on both teams. Both teams are kind of adopting the same strategy of putting on high pressure, and it's turned into a very physical game.
Yeah, nicely wrapped up there. high intensity game so far, and both teams not really keeping the ball that much. I mean, Wilson in general have had more of the ball, but that's just based off Coolidge clearing it away and then building another attack. Both teams very aggressive, very physical, as we're seeing right now between that battle between Biddle and number 15. Tame with the ball, and it seems a free kick called for Wilson. Not sure why he didn't play advantage there. 15 minutes left in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Eventful first half so far, and we don't even have a goal yet. Seems Bill tried to find lane. Too far to the right, though. Dealt with by this Coolidge defense. Coycat intercepts, plays him towards Roulette. Playing it out wide towards his left side, towards Malcolm. Tries to put a hat on the Coolidge player, does, but that second touch just got away from him. Nice defense there by Biddle. Lunging to intercept the ball. Roulette playing it out towards the right. Chopped there by Coycat to open up the space, playing it back towards Max. Plays it all the way back towards Biddle. I think he was trying to find Carter as he thought he was going to make that run. Didn't end up making it though.
Goalkeeper has it for Coolidge.
Means you have Manji warming up on the sidelines, ready to enter for this game. Here's a long goal kick. Dealt with by Biddle, falls towards Taman. Surrounded by Coolidge players, tries to take a touch around the player. Nice tackle there though, it goes out for a Wilson throw-in. Coycat will seem to take a throw-in. Substitution here by Wilson, it seems Manji, number 1, will come on at striker for number 17, Cooper Lane. Another Wilson throw-in up the line. Coycat seems to take it again. A little bit of an interesting substitution there as they've lost all their physicality up top with this lane exit. Let's see how they'll adapt to that. Maybe play a little bit more passy inside the box. Here's Folds with a chance. Shoots it, but skies the ball. Didn't seem to get his body over it there.
Yeah, you got to think there's some nerves in this game. As either team right now, neither team is really able to hold possession or really taking the lead in this game early. Whereas we've seen in previous games, Wilson has been able to hold the game and can keep the ball. And with the game on the line, it's a huge game, so both teams have got to be able to feel the pressure because it's win or go home.
Yeah, here's Hornsby with the ball. I think they called a missed throw-in there, or out of bounds there on that throw. Foul. Apparently it was a foul. Here's a free kick for Coolidge around the 40 or on their own 40-yard line. See what they do with it here. A little bit long. He's gonna do the long ball though. Not fooling anyone. Roulette plays it towards Malcolm. Can use his speed, but nice tackle there by 16. Break it up. Slowing this Wilson counterattack down. Here's Stevens with it. Plays in towards Manji. Second touch of the game. Here's Folds with it. Taman with a man on him. Nice battle there though. Still with it. Too big of a touch though. Carter scoops it up. Looking inside towards Folds. Turns. Playing Manji on the outside. Tries to play that chop through the player's legs. And he seems to have scooped his legs, and it will be called a Wilson free kick around this Coolidge 25-yard line.
Great opportunity here for Wilson as Coyette stands over it with Dylan to his right. Service comes in.
Nice ball inside. Carter can't get on it. Seems to have hit Manji in the you-know-what. Here's Coolidge with a dangerous counterattack. Trying to play it out towards the right side. Couldn't though. Nice interception by Stevens. Nice little triangle passing here by Wilson. But a little bit of a bad pass there by Folds. Gives it up. Coolidge with a dangerous chance. Wonderful tackle there by Stevens. Tries to keep him balanced. Just can't though. And it goes out for a Wilson throw-in. Seems the ref will be taking a look at Manji after he got hit. He got hit in the you-know-what parts. He seems to be all right, though, walking it off. We have a Coolidge substitution, though. Number 18 will exit the field, and number 13 will enter the field, as well as number 12 will exit the field, and number 14 will enter the field. Seems that they want to have a long throw into the box here by Coolidge. Only goes as far as Biddle, though. Stevens trying to clear, doesn't go anywhere. Cross in by Coolidge, but it goes over the crossbar and it falls for a Wilson goal kick. See Manji running around, he seems to be doing all right. I think ref's telling him that he has to go out of bounds.
Referee not letting Manji come back into the game for some reason.
Sideline for a bit until he gets the ref's approval, it seems. Wilson playing with it. They are a man down. They're missing their striker right now. You see that huge gap of just an orange wave right there. Coolidge playing with it. Ref doesn't seem to see the flag. And a tackle there by this Coolidge player. And he's going to give a yellow card as he thought he got tackled from the back. And that player will have to exit for a couple minutes. Manji coming back on the field. We see Carter got switched up, moved up to striker, and Manji's going to get pushed out to this right wing. Malcolm's still on the left. Wilson, free kick here. Don't have Lane to target up top, but they do find Malcolm. Tries to head it back towards Stevens. Tries to take a touch around the player. We might have seen a little bit of exaggeration there by Stevens, but a nice job to win that free kick.
Great theatrics performance there by Stevens as he wins the free kick for Wilson.
Seems to think he would have started in the Superman film. Just quite didn't get that rule, though. Stevens could put in a dangerous cross here. They do have Taman as a big target, as well as Max. He also has Folds near him. Ball in by Stevens, not a bad one. Falls towards Taman. He tries to hit it with the outside of his foot and bombs it up into the air. Not sure if he was trying out for the Wilson kicker spot, but just can't get good contact there. And it's Coolidge goal kick, but they give it right back towards Roulette. Nice move there, getting away from a couple defenders. Falls towards Folds. Thought he had Malcolm inside. Tries to scoop it over. Malcolm wasn't there anymore, though. And Coolidge tried to play off this counterattack, but too long of a ball, and they can't get it to go.
Yeah, you can see Coolidge really trying to adapt to this Wilson team. Struggled in that first game, losing 2-0, not able to get on the scoreboard. Opted for more of a counterattack strategy where they really tried to attack that long ball towards that early clearances and really tried to attack that Wilson defense quickly. Not able to capitalize on it so far, but have had some great opportunities to score. So, gotta think that they continue to do that.
Gotta think so. Here's a dangerous cross. Seems Peter was well aware, though. Plays it up towards Folds. Folds loses it, trying to find Hornsby on his left side. Coolidge with a dangerous chance. Nice interception there, though, by Rashad. Stopped that through ball from going through.
We're approaching the final 5 minutes of this first half. A lot of action here to start off the game. Going to be an interesting second half. See if any of these teams can run away with it or possibly even just score one goal.
Here's Pete with it. Looking around the field, assessing it. Seems to have picked out a target, and it seems to be Carter up top. Well defended there by Coolidge, though. Coolidge with it on this left-hand side. Looking around. Nice move. Taman, though, with a little bit of a poke there. Falls towards Folds. Nice ball down his left-hand side for Hornsby. Hornsby uses speed and skill here. Has the one-on-one. Too big of a touch, though. Once again, well defended by this Coolidge team. We seem to have number 5, Grady Carp, warming up on the sideline. It seems to be called by his teammates Fishy Carp. We will see a Wilson throw in here with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Here's Stevens with it. Tries to play Carter inside. Takes a touch. Surrounded by orange players though. And nice defending there to rob him of the ball. Only as far as Folds. Stevens with it. Gets tackled. Once again though, Folds with the intercepting the ball. Roulette with it. Has a lot of green space. Plays inside towards Taman. Surrounded by 3 players. Using his physicality though. And it seems to be called a Coolidge free kick as he got hit from behind and fell down to the floor. 4 minutes left here in this game, ladies and gentlemen. See how Wilson take their time, or use this time, excuse me. Cat seems to be lining up the kick. Maybe a little bit too far to the right, trying to be a little cheeky there. Playing it towards, putting the ball towards the right, favoring his right foot. Plays a ball inside, trying to find Manji, cleared away by this Coolidge defense, and they call, it seems that Taman accidentally hit the Coolidge player in the head with his arm. It will be Coolidge free kick.
Yeah, this game is really bringing me back to that E.L. Haynes game. Coolidge kind of getting the same strategy of playing their center backs in the back, not allowing Wilson to get anything going inside the box, and then playing off a long ball, trying to just capitalize on one error that this Wilson team makes. As they know they're sort of an outclassed team skill-wise, so really just trying to make it happen on one long ball. Haven't been able to capitalize on it so far, but defense has done their job holding this Wilson team to 0 goals when we know they're a very talented goal-scoring team.
Defense been a little bit lucky a couple of occasions there, as we saw early in the first half with that almost own goal, and then corner right after that. Clear chance by Coolidge. Didn't get the head right on it. We have a substitution. It seems Karp will come in for Hornsby on this left-hand side. A little bit bigger of a player. Maybe Congolo seems to want a little bit more size in this attack. Not sure what Corey Cat and the ref are waiting for here.
Seems to be some confusion on that Coolidge sidelines.
The ref went over to talk a little bit. A little bit of shenanigans going on down there. Tackle there made by the Coolidge defender, and another Wilson free kick.
The game is really turning into a physical game, physical battle. Both teams have many opportunities on free kicks as there's been lots of fouls. Wilson has another great opportunity. See if they can capitalize on this one.
Look out for number 3, Taman, who's Wilson's biggest player right now. Nice ball in towards Manji. Goal line clearance by Coolidge. Once again, this Wilson team with a nice chance. Folds trying to get possession of it. Cleared away by this Coolidge team, only as far as Roulette, who's pressured but manages to play this ball towards this left-hand side. And the tackle there on Carp goes out for a Wilson throw-in. Plays it quickly towards Folds, who tries to take a touch around the player using his chest. Coolidge could have a chance here. Tries to play that long ball towards the right. Nice defending there, though, by Rashad. And he calls a handball there. Not sure if the player should be booked there. If that truly is a handball, he did stop a counterattack. Not sure I agree with that handball call, though. And another dangerous free kick. We've seen many of those so far by both teams. Wilson a little bit better so far creating these chances, but one free kick is all it takes to take the 1-0 lead by this Coolidge team. Seems we have a Coolidge player downer now. It's being attended to by the ref and the medical staff nearby.
Like I said before, Wilson continues to push the Coolidge continues to push the long ball and really trying to capitalize on one mistake that this Wilson defense makes.
We seem to have a different free kick taker here. Last time we saw number 15 take it. Here we have number 2 lining up. A little bit of a far free kick, but could go for goal if he wanted to. No shots really testing Pete so far this game. Let's see if this one will be the first. He could also try to scoop the ball up and cross it inside. 54 seconds left in this game. Coolidge could go out of this half with a 1-0 lead. Lines up the shot, takes it, tries to play under the wall. Wilson have a chance, but too long of a ball for Taman. Recovers it though once again. Has Karp on his left, decides to go left himself. One too many touches there though. Poked away by number 8 from Coolidge, and it falls out for a Wilson throw-in. Have to hurry here though. 30 seconds left. Karp might want to run, or unless they want to just play it out till the half. Here's Stevens trying to play it in towards Carter. Shields the ball away. Is able to turn, but only met with another Coolidge player who clears it out. Another Wilson throw-in. 10 seconds left on the board. They might want to hurry if they want to get this one in play. 5 seconds left. And goal given instruction. The timer reads 0 and took too long to play this throw-in. And that is halftime, ladies and gentlemen. 0 goals for Wilson, 0 goals for Coolidge. An eventful game so far. We saw in the first couple of minutes, we saw almost that own goal, then that chance created by Coolidge from that corner right after. Then we saw that penalty that was not called by this Wilson team. We saw the Manji header, and we also saw that other Coolidge penalty that they did not receive as it was offsides. We will be joining you shortly, in about 10 minutes, for the second half of this game. Make sure to stay tuned. Make sure to click that subscribe button, click that bell on to turn those post noties, and make sure that if this Wilson team's tune in on Thursday for the DCIAA finals. We'll see you in a jiffy. Welcome back to the second half of this DCIAA semifinals playoff game. We have Wilson versus Coolidge, 0-0. If you missed the first half, very eventful half. I highly recommend to go back and watch it. And Wilson started off with the ball. Changes to the team. Chico back on the field alongside Malcolm.
Dangerous.
Dangerous chance here by Coolidge already in this first half. Scooped up by Coyquette though. Tries to play the ball around. Ball towards the right-hand side. Chico couldn't get a nice touch on it though. Coolidge player trying to get away from him. Seems to kick it out himself. As I was saying before, changes to this Wilson squad. We have Lane, Carter, and Hornsby seem to be the attacking front. Excuse me, Folds seems to be playing at left wing. We haven't seen him there all season long. We seem to see Hornsby in the middle. See how this affects the game. A little bit more pace inside. Coolidge with the ball playing around. We haven't seen much of that in this first half. Wilson dominating possession in this first half. That doesn't go to say though that Coolidge weren't very offensive though. As soon as they had the ball, they kicked it up. Had some nice chances we saw in the first half off set pieces. Very good at that. And could have easily scored some goals.
Yeah, played a very counterattack style of play, really trying to boot the ball long and get inside, really play quickly and try to capitalize on a defensive play. I mean, defensive miscommunication or mishap from this Wilson team by not allowing the midfielders to get back and play defense.
Here's Lane with the ball, swarmed by Coolidge players. Have a chance here. Number 15 plays it out wide towards his right-hand side. Nice interception by Stevens though, and it falls towards Folds. Thought Steven was making that overlap and run, and just passes it to nobody, straight out of bounds. Here's a Coolidge throw-in. Plays it up towards this right-hand side. Nicely dealt there by Stevens. Folds couldn't get a touch on it. Still battling for it, though. And Coolidge is forced to boot it up the field. Here's Biddle with it. Headers it out of bounds. No nonsense defending by him. Didn't feel like playing that gamble when he had a man on his back. Another Coolidge throw. A lot higher up the field, though.
Both teams playing high pressure right now. Really not trying to get either team in rhythm and connect on some passing. Both teams are really, possession is bouncing back and forth, and neither team has gotten a great opportunity to score in the second half so far.
Here's Coolidge with it. Attempted, it seems, there to do a bicycle kick. Didn't really have a position to do that, though. Taman will be coming on the field. Early substitution here by Coach Congolo. 3 minutes into the game. Folds will be exiting the field. So now we have Taman playing on this left wing. Haven't really seen him this season so far on that left wing. We've seen him in the midfield and at striker. See how he plays out there. Very fast lad. Played up by Pete. Only as far as Coolidge though. Trying to play a ball over the top. Couldn't get the flick. Chico with it. Heavy pressure by Coolidge. Regain it, and Wilson once again get bailed out as the ball didn't seem to get picked up by the Coolidge striker. Cleared away by Wilson. Hornsby trying to pick it up. A little bit of tussle there between Taman and Hornsby, the Coolidge player. Roulette. A little bit late in that challenge, and Ashley Dex, this Coolidge player, and the ref calls a Coolidge free kick.
Yeah, it looks to be Wilson has changed their formation a little bit, moving from more of a winger formation to having two strikers up top with Carter and Lane, and then moving to more of the stack in the midfield with Chico, Hornsby, Taman, and Roulette.
Yeah, we're seeing Roulette really drop back here, playing a couple inches in front of this Wilson defense. I think Congolo's not happy with the amount of possession they've had in this midfield. It doesn't seem that he's been really taking charge in it. And he wants all his players that he can. First 5 minutes of the game, exactly like the last 5 minutes of last half. High intensity, high aggression game we saw by both teams. Very physical game here. Here's a long ball by Coolidge off his free kick. Not a bad one, a little bit too far. Keeps it in play. Ref says no. And it is a Wilson Goal kick. Plays a goal kick quickly, tries to play towards Stevens. Nice ball there. Stevens just gets it off the line. Playing up towards Lane, tries to turn. Ball gets away from him though. And Coolidge clears it out for a Wilson throw-in.
Yeah, interesting style of play right now. Pete is really electing to move the ball quickly up the field to try to avoid this Coolidge pressure. And by doing so, they haven't been able to hold the possession as nicely this game. And if we've been forced to kind of play the style that Coolidge is playing the ball very quickly up to their attack and more likely chance of giving the ball up.
Going for Wilson in the attacking third of the Coolidge half. Thrown into Carter, who plays a soft pass back, and it goes out for a Wilson throw. Wilson get into the box, and it's dealt with and cleared all the way out for another throw in for Wilson.
And this one quickly down the line. It's going to be another throw in by Wilson. Really trying to work it on that left side of the field. No one is on that right side.
Here's Lane with the ball, plays it out towards Stevens, just tries to curl the ball inside, finds Hornsby. Not enough power on that flick. And a routine save there by this keeper who plays a long ball, trying to find this right winger. Not catching Stevens off guard, even though plays a little bit of a questionable header back. Scooped up by Roulette though. Playing it towards Carter, who dummies it, but communication wasn't there between him and Lane. Nice pressure there by Carter. Tackles the player, and it goes out for a Coolidge throw. Fast Coolidge throw in there. Not fooling Max though. Wilson with the ball here. Nice ball in towards Lane. Has this chance on his left foot. Shoots it, and moves wide to this left-hand side. You cannot be missing that in a playoff game. You just cannot. Wonderful build-up play there. Nice clearance there by Max. Finding Hornsby in this midfield, who turns and brilliant ball in towards Lane, just placing it on his left foot. Takes the right amount of touches, sets himself up perfectly. Just couldn't get that finish in that near post though. Big chance missed there by Wilson. See if they bounce back here. Coolidge seems to be in the ropes right now. Wilson very aggressive here, not letting them breathe. Roulette with the ball once again. Seems to slip, but still with it. Roulette pass 4. Here's Roulette with it. Pass 5. Can't put a cross in. Nice cross inside towards Carter in the back post. What a save by the Coolidge keeper. Another chance by Lane though. Plays it outside towards Coycat. Plays it back in towards Carter. Could put a ball in. Tries to get around 2. Nicely defended there by Coolidge though. And they kick it out for a Wilson throwing us. I think they need a recess. Wilson just absolutely putting them on their toes. They gotta settle down here though. Another chance there missed by Carter. Wonderful goalkeeping there though. Cover that back post of his. Stevens with the ball. Finds Hornsby inside. Nice ball. A little bit of a big touch. Still with it though. Intercepted by Coolidge player. Kicks out for a Wilson throw-in. Game starting to heat up as we saw in the first half. Once again, Wilson putting pressure on this Coolidge team. Had 2 big chances where they were both squandered. Lane with a shot there, and another one who's trying out for this Wilson football kicking spot.
Yeah, gotta think that the nerves were there for Lane on that opportunity. But goalkeeper for Coolidge shows ice in his veins, able to make 2 back-to-back saves on a great opportunity for Wilson to score. Able to hold them in this game. Wilson has had many opportunities to score, 8 shots so far this game, not able to tuck any of them in the back of the net.
Goal kick up towards the middle. Nicely defended by Wilson. No team really with possession of it. Hit the ref, and I think he's going to call a drop. He's going to drop the ball. Give it back towards Wilson, as there's a little bit of interference.
Yeah, gotta think that Coach Congolo is happy with this one, as he made the position change, switching it from a
dangerous ball there by Pete. Sorry to interrupt. Coolidge didn't seem to be able to get a shot off though. Chico with it.
Like I said, I gotta think that Coach Congolo is happy with his change in the formation, as they've really been able to hold the possession nicely in the second half. Really made the difference so far in this second half and been able to create more opportunities because of that.
Here's Hornsby with it. Nice turn there, getting past one. Couldn't get past two. Ball lofted up into the air. Falls for Lane in the box. Nice block there by this Coolidge defense. Wilson team playing with a high intensity, a little bit too high in my opinion. I think they need to clear their head and regroup. Here's Max just lunging past two. Coolidge defenders deal with it though. Kick it out for another Wilson throw, and we see Sam warming up on the sidelines. See if Congola wants to change his team right now as they are putting pressure on this Coolidge defense, just not being able to finish. Tannen with a lot of space inside, could shoot. Decides not to, plays in towards Carter, who thought Lane was in the box. Wasn't though. A little bit of a dangerous clearance there by Coolidge, and it will go out for another Wilson corner kick.
Yeah, huge opportunity right here for Wilson. Play slows down a little bit, playing a little chaotic as they've really been putting on the pressure, and even their center backs have been getting into it. Got to think that they stay composed and really try to finish this one, as it's a huge opportunity for them to give themselves the lead.
Yeah, fourth corner kick here for Wilson of the night. Have had some splendid balls in by Coyquette. No one really to finish though. But they do have Lane, Taman, and Max all in the box right now, as well as Biddle. Dangerous opportunity here from Wilson. Nice ball inside towards the front post. Hits the crossbar. Taman tries to get it off. Blocked by the Coolidge defender. And another chance squandered by this Wilson team. Coolidge still alive. Surely they were going to go up 1-0 there. But the skinny white friend of the goalkeeper said no, no, no. And once again, we are leveled still here in this game.
Like I said before, this Coolidge keeper has kept this Coolidge team in this game. Able to get some help from the goalpost or the crossbar, but able to pick that one up on a beautiful play and keep them in this game. 28 minutes left in this game. Wilson continues to push on the attack, but still scoreboard still leaves 0-0. Crowd getting into it a little bit. See if they can feed off this and continue the pressure.
Long throw in there by Coolidge, dealt with Max. Falls back towards Coyquette, who plays it, or Rolette, excuse me, who plays it inside towards Malcolm. Rolette trying to switch the field there. Too long though, and it's a Coolidge throw in. They take it quickly. Stevens, well aware. Rolette with it. Lots of space, and he calls a Coolidge free kick. Not sure what the ref saw there. Parents are a little bit upset here.
Huge
opportunity here by Coolidge.
Gotta think that they try to go back post. See what they do.
Seems to have taken a shot there. Routine save by Pete, who plays it quickly. Wilson have a chance if they hurry here to counterattack. Malcolm calling for it inside. Coyquette with a nice ball in, perfectly executed there. Touch around, and that's a card, ref. That has to be, as he tackled him with the ball nowhere near. Stopping that counterattack, and it seems that the yellow card will be coming out for number 4, who has to exit the game.
Yeah, Hornsby not happy with that one. Had open space, if it was not fouled right there. Gotta think that's a great opportunity for them to score. But now it's leading to a perfect opportunity for Cookett to whip this one in. Gotta think he's going back post. Kind of a similar situation to where they scored in that game against E.L. Haynes.
Coyquette, ball to the top of the box by Folds. Stevens, sorry. I think he tried to hit that first time. Couldn't get his left foot. Good contact with it though. Long ball here by Coolidge. Dangerous has 3 players who are approaching Biddle, but dealt with it nicely, kicked it out of bounds, and it's a Coolidge throw-in.
Yeah, you got to think it's just dangerous for these center backs playing super high, and Coolidge continues to try to go to the counterattack. Got to think that maybe one of these times they'll be able to break through and get a great opportunity to score.
We see a substitution here by Wilson. Seems Sam will be coming on the field and Chico will be exiting. First 15 minutes of this half, we've seen a very high intensity and no team really keeping possession of the ball for a long period of time. While this is fun to watch as fans, very tiring for these players to see how Congola reacts to that. As he doesn't want them all gassed out within the first 15 minutes of this half. Carter tries to take a touch around him, couldn't, plays it back towards Coyquette, finds Rolette inside with green space all over him. Not sure who he was trying to play there. I think he thought that Carter was going to make a run. He didn't, though. And the Coolidge defenders let it trickle out for a Coolidge goal kick.
You gotta think that he tries to boot this one long quickly, like they've seen before. Let's see if they elect to go short and try to hold possession. He does boot this one long.
Nice turn there. Didn't have a touch on it though, a little bit frustrated. Wilson throw in by Coyquet. He takes it quickly. Roulette with it. We've seen him with the ball a lot of times, playing a little bit of a Sergio Busquets role in this game, as I've noticed. Very solid in this game so far, playing wonderful balls, finding open spaces like he did right there. And Coyquet with another cross, with another chance that seemed to be a cross. He scored one like that in one of his other games. But the keeper here, well aware, catches it. Hornsby with it though. Roulette once again is able to get that pass off. We've seen that from him all game long. Taman tries to poke it one more towards Coyquet. Couldn't get to go. Thought he got fouled, still on the ground. And it seems he got hit in the ankle.
Yeah, not a good sign for this Wilson Tigers team. Taman is one of their key players and has really helped them hold possession and just been a force in that midfield, which has really led to them to be successful in this game so far. Looks to be hobbling off the field. Hope he's all right.
See who Congola brings on here. He does have Folds and Chica off the bench. He could bring on someone new too. He seems to choose Folds. We do have players like Mayberry who haven't played yet. See if Congola will turn to some of those players, try to make an impact on this game. Pete with it. Biddle plays it out wide towards Stevens. Back towards Biddle. See if they can hold the ball a little bit here. Regain a little bit of their breath. Make this Coolidge team run. Nice ball there by Pete to find Coyquet. A little bit too big of a touch there though. And it falls for a Wilson throw-in. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if this game ends up tied, which it may very well not, as there's 23 minutes left, this will go into extra time, then penalties, as this is a playoff game. There is no tying in this house tonight.
Yeah, it's winner goes to home situation. Both teams are playing on their last limbs. Doesn't matter that this Wilson team went 7-0 in DCIAA games. If they want to win this championship, they have got to win this game.
Folds with the ball. Plays in towards Roulette. Taking a touch around the player. Finds Coyquet again. I mean, absolute just control of the midfield tonight by Roulette. Here's Malcolm with a chance, can shoot. Too many players in front of him. Roulette with it, could shoot too. Did, and a deflection off this Coolidge defender, and it will be a Wilson throwing in the corner. Carter throwing it far, trying to find lane. Almost does, falls back towards Folds at the top of the box. Tries to take a touch around the player, couldn't. Him and Hornsby trying to fight for the ball. Here's Sammy, fresh on the field, gets it back. Roulette with it, finds Hornsby. Playing it back towards Stevens. Nice touch around the player, just couldn't get the ball in play. Keep the ball in play there though. Quick throw in there by Coolidge, dealt with by Roulette. Another Coolidge throw in though. Playing it up the field. Flick it on one more. Bill tried to clear it, and it falls back for Max, who plays it up towards Folds. Playing down his right-hand side towards Carter. Carter likes these one-on-ones, instead decides to pass it towards Folds. A little bit too long, though, couldn't get it. Max with a questionable touch there, and it gives it right back to Coolidge. Coolidge had the 4-on-5 here. Slowing it down, though, playing it down the left-hand side. Lots of space. Didn't get a good touch there, though. And Folds runs all the way back and gets it, but a miscommunication once again between him and Coyquet. Lucky there that the Coolidge player turned out of bounds as they had just gave him an early Christmas gift there. Yeah, here's Wilson, Sammy with the ball.
You can see Wilson has made some changes in this halftime to not allow Coolidge to get in behind on the counterattack. Really made the difference. Another miscommunication. Defense's passing so far has been a little shaky in the second half.
Yeah, a little bit of hospital balls played from this midfield to the back of the defense and then back out to the midfield. We hope to see some greater communication by this Wilson team in the midfield and defense, as they have 4 midfield players playing with no wingers, remember that.
Yeah,
Here's Folds, recovers it, plays out towards Carter.
Big sign to see. Taman is warming up on the sideline, looks to be looking all right, which is a key thing for this Wilson Tigers team. See if he can get back on this field with 20 minutes left in this game and make a difference, which we know he can, making some big time plays in other games.
The Wilson player is playing for a card there, as the player kept on playing after the ref called a throw-in. Will be a Coolidge throw-in though, after Coyquet seemed to poke the ball. Dealt with by Max, called a high kick on Coolidge, and it will be a free kick for Wilson. Long one here though, in their own 30-yard line. He tried to play it short, but Coolidge player read it. Instead finds Roulette inside. Plays it back out towards Folds. Tries to take that first time outside the boot pass. Just couldn't get it to go though. Nice little 1-2 there by Folds and Coyquet. Trying to find Sammy, couldn't. Folds dealing with it. Possession being bobbled by both teams right now. Max with the ball, tries to head it. Not sure why he did that, as there was no one around him. Here's Coolidge with it though. Switching the field towards his right-hand side. Stevens using his physicality there though, getting rid of it. Here's Hornsby, we know he has speed. Try to poke it up towards Carter, just couldn't find him though. Coolidge with a chance, only as far as Stevens. Bounces back towards his Coolidge player though, until it's dealt by with Roulette. Biddle playing it up towards Lane. Couldn't find him though. Dangerous chance here by Coolidge. Lovely slide tackle there though by Biddle. Said, not in my house will this counterattack work. And here's Wilson with one of their own. Folds. Not sure, he was trying to play their own cross inside. Coolidge defender tried to get rid of it. A little bit of a misclearance there though. And the ball just goes wide of the top right corner. Here is the 5th Wilson corner kick. We saw last time they hit the crossbar. See if Coyquet can find one of their bigger players. Taman is off the field, but you have Sam, Lane, and Biddle. Plays a ball inside, right into the keeper's gloves though. Dealt with easily. Tries to... a little bit of a... I think he called it a little bit of a push there by Lane. Not sure why he did that, as this hurt this Coolidge team, because they had a good counterattack going there. But it will be a Coolidge free kick in their own box. Playing it short. We haven't seen them do much of that. Coolidge with the ball. Has the man on his left-hand side. Coyquet was out of position there. I don't think he realized it. And he, with a dangerous tackle there, rewards him though. Lovely tackle there by Pete. Like the confidence there to come out. Nice 1-2 there by Folds. Coyquet with the ball. And that is a yellow card on number 8 for Coolidge. A little bit of taunting there by Coyquet, like the aggressiveness. And that is the 3rd yellow card for this Coolidge team. Another player will have to sit out for another 5 minutes. Coyquet had a touch in a lot of green space. The defender said, no, 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 and tackled him. Here's Folds with the ball. Tries to get a shot with his left foot, can't. Lane passes out back towards Roulette, who tries to play inside towards Carter. Just thinking of doing a bicycle kick there, but intercepted by this Coolidge team. Coyquet trying to play a touch around just too far though, and the Coolidge defender shields in and goes out of bounds for a Coolidge goal kick. 16 minutes left to play here, and I mean, we're seeing an exact replica of the first half. Wilson have a little bit more of the ball, playing their chances, a couple of big chances. We saw that crossbar and that one-on-one from Lane, but just can't seem to finish. Here's Folds with the ball, cross inside towards Carter, got his boot on it though. Blocked by the Coolidge defender. Max with it on the outside, tries to play touch with his left-hand side. Not very good passes by him so far this game. But Wilson recovered the ball. Roulette with it, plays out towards his left-hand side. Here's Stevens, tries to play across inside, hits Sammy, bounces back towards Malcolm. Folds could shoot, he does, just stripped away. The ball was stripped away by him in the last second by his Coolidge player. Here's Coolidge with a dangerous counterattack. Just goes out of bounds though. Number 6 would have had a lot of green space in front of him. Biddle was closing him down. And a substitution by Wilson. It seems Folds will be coming off, and Taman seems to come back on the field after that ankle injury we saw. Seems to be doing all right, the young fella. And we see a Coolidge substitution. Number 16 will come off, and number 4 seems to come on. Lovely nutmeg there by Carter. Got past one, but another Coolidge player nearby stops it. Out of bounds for a Wilson throw-in, plays it towards Sammy. Carter with it, back to Cat, who plays inside towards Roulette. Finally on his left-hand side. Bad pass backwards though, too far for Stevens to get it. And it will be a Coolidge ball. Coolidge throwing, sorry, excuse me. Coolidge throwing, finding number 15, try to flick it on. Couldn't get it to go though. Pete trying to find Cat on this right-hand side. Only as far as a Coolidge player. Tries to take a header around Cat, but went out of bounds.
Interesting, Wilson continues to try to attack down that right-hand side through Carter and some of the midfields. Looks to be some miscommunication or ref trying to don't know exactly what's happening, but ref is coming over to talk to the Coolidge bench, Coolidge coach specifically. Like I said, Wilson continues to attack down that right side. Haven't been able to capitalize on it, especially with Cookett really pushing down that right-hand side. It's led to him getting out of position on certain times and giving Coolidge a chance.
Yeah, third time ref's gone over to that bench. Not sure what's going on there. Coolidge fans showing their support at home of the Wilson Tigers. Here's Cat with a chance. Ball inside, back post, finds Lane. Tries to head it back towards the penalty spot. No one there to finish it though. Wondering where this midfield was at that time. Rashad with a nice driven ball inside. A little bit too hard for Malcolm Randall. A little aerial duel there, won by Stevens, but picked up by Coolidge player. Tries to find a man door on the right-hand side. Dealt with by Pete. He seemed he got hit after he cleared the ball. Ref doesn't call anything though. Coolidge throw in at around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Pete continues to be aggressive, really running out of that box, getting outside the box where a usual keeper don't necessarily see that. Really showing his aggression and showing a little bit of those balls by getting out and making the play.
Here's a Coolidge throwing. Look at the team. Shot there by Coolidge, wild one, as it skied it over the bar. Here's Wilson with the ball. 12 minutes left to play in this game. See if they can come up with something. Taman with it, turns, finds Cat on his right hand side. Very active in this game. A little bit too far though, scooped up by Coolidge winger. Nice little fake turn there. Not fooling Taman though, with a little bit of a, what did he mean by that tackle? Came in very aggressively. Loses the ball though, and Coolidge with it. A little bit of a late tackle though. And Coolidge player will Coolidge player fell and seems to be a Coolidge free kick. Coolidge fans not too happy with that call, especially after Taman high-fived the ref. I'm not sure they like that very much. Maybe think there's a little bit of a bias. Here's Coolidge with a free kick. Signaling his players. Nice ball inside. Into the hands of Pete though, who plays a ball up top, trying to find lane, too short though. Dealt with by Coolidge possession. Player would have been onside there as it hit the Wilson defender. Thought he was offsides though, and Wilson once again get bailed out. Player didn't seem to be aware that the Wilson defender hit it, and that would have been a one-on-one chance for this Coolidge team.
They got to think that they want that one back. A little miscommunication. Didn't realize that it hit the Wilson player's foot. So big costly play right there.
Coolidge chaining the tide of this game here, putting a little bit of pressure on this Wilson team in those last couple minutes. And another Coolidge though.
This first half of the second half was really dominated on the Wilson side of the Coolidge side of the ball. Wilson held the possession and really had some great opportunities. But in the second half of the second half, it was a lot different. Wilson has really not been able to clear the ball well, and Coolidge has held possession.
Here's Coolidge with it. Nice cross inside. Into the gloves of Pete once again. Very active this game. Plays the ball down the left-hand side for Hornsby. Wilson have a chance here. They have speed too far for Carter. And a nice slide tackle there by the Coolidge player to get it, stop this counterattack. Gets out towards this Wilson throw-in. Under 10 minutes left in this game.
I can't move the thing.
Game heating up like an oven on Thanksgiving Day, some would say. Long throw in here. Defended by this Coolidge team though. Stevens with it. Nice tackle there. Not letting this Coolidge team get away. And a little bit of an aggressive one there. And it will be a Coolidge goal kick. Here's Taman with it. Couldn't get the touch, and it's a Coolidge ball. Tries to play the ball down his right-hand side. Too far though for this Coolidge winger, and it will go out for a Wilson goal kick. Wilson throw-in. Excuse me. You think fatigue starts to play a role in this game? Player's been running around for about 72 minutes so far. See how that affects some of these passes, especially these teams play it around the back. See, Coach Kangol hasn't used some of his players very much this game. We haven't seen Mayberry or Ellison get a turn in this game so far. Karp was in there briefly. We'll see if they'll make an appearance in this last couple minutes of the second half. Coolidge with it though. Tries to one-on-one the player and tries to scoop it over Corey Cat. Didn't get it successfully, but it hit his hand. And it will be a Coolidge free kick. Dangerous area here. Could put it into the box. They do have some big players. Number 15, even though he seems to come over to take it. Wilson have the size advantage, so this shouldn't be that much of an issue. But you can never be too careful on these, as a little bit of a miscommunication can lead to a goal or an own goal, as we almost saw in one of these Coolidge corner kicks.
Yeah, you got to think the first team to score this one will probably be the victorious with 7 minutes left in the game, 0-0. So first team looking to strike will take the lead.
Tried to curl it there over this Heat. Just couldn't get it though, too high. Not sure he was thinking. I mean, it was a good attempt, but I'm not sure if Pete would have been fooled by that. And it goes out for a Wilson goal kick. See what Pete will do here as Coolidge have a little bit of high press and they seem to play it long. Trying to find Carter. Ball bounces right between Sammy and Carter. Neither of them pick it up. A little bit of miscommunication there. And Coolidge with a chance here. Number 6 had a big impact for Coolidge this game. And Rashad says, "Not in my house," and sends that ball into the stands, clearing it away, stopping this Coolidge attack. Nice little display there by number 6 from Coolidge. Plays it inside towards 4. They call a free kick. Very dangerous spot there. It seems to be about 23 yards away from the goal. Prime spot for these free kicks. Not sure I agree with that one though. But what I think does not matter to this ref, and it will be a Coolidge free kick. Number 8 lining up to shoot it. Probably going to try to get it. So his left hand side shoots it straight into the wall. Not a good shot there by Coolidge. Taman down on the ground again. Not sure what's happening there. It seems to be his ankle once again. We do not like to see this. See what Coach Angola will do of this, as it's the second time that Taman is dealing with this ankle injury. Seems to be all right though, hobbling off the field. Chico will get a turn in this game.
And again, like we talked about earlier, Taman, one of the key players for this team. Big on corners for getting some headers in, and to him, be checked out of the game again, not a good sign.
Also just a very good physical specimen there. He's very fast, he's very tall, he's very strong. Big presence in the midfield. Chico, a completely different player, more technical than Taman is. Let's see how this impacts this Wilson team. Corey Cat with the ball, tries to find Chico. Tries to flick it on once more towards Hornsby. Dealt with by Coolidge, picked up by Roulette. Can't get the touch on though. Biddle clears it back. Neither team really keeping possession of it. Roulette with the ball. Tries to play it out towards Malcolm, and once again, Wilson just can't keep possession of it. Coolidge with it. Playing out this right-hand side towards the winger. Nice ball inside. The players seem to have been complaining though, so he wasn't alert that the ball was coming in. Coolidge still with it. Could shoot here. He tries to toe poke it. And another Coolidge free kick. About 25 yards from this Wilson goal. Another prime spot. This Coolidge player rounding up the fans. We'll see number 15 will be taking it. Coolidge fans really showing their support at Horace Fleming, the third field. Lines up for the shot. Nice shot, and lovely taken free kick there. A little bit too wide. And Wilson, I mean, they got to get their heads in this game. Coolidge now with couple chances in the second half to take the lead. We'll see how this one rests down as we're getting close to the end of the second half. Roulette with the ball. Thought that Hornsby was making that run on that left-hand side. Didn't seem to communicate. Big struggle so far in this game by Wilson, both halves. Communication has to be sharper. I mean, there's been a disconnection between the defense and the midfield, and a little bit of disconnection between the wingers and the center mids. They have to talk more. Roulette with it, tries to scoop it back towards Hornsby. Deflection though, and another dangerous chance. You see Pete once again running out of his goal. Nice dealing with it. Ball trickles out for a Wilson throw-in.
Yeah, it's been a totally different game. 3 minutes left in this game. It's been a totally different game in this last 17 minutes. Coolidge has really been able to hold possession nicely, whereas they really struggled in this earlier in this game. And Wilson's really hasn't been able to get any opportunities. Coolidge has some great free kick opportunities to score, but not able to put any of them in the back of the net. Gotta think this one is probably going to go to extra time.
Not sure I can call that yet, as there's still 2 minutes left in the game. You never know. The game is never over in soccer, ladies and gentlemen, until the ref blows the whistle. Here's Carter with the ball. Gets around 2. Gets around 3, just couldn't scoop the ball back though. Coolidge defender tries to clear it, hits off Carter's back, clears it again, and another Wilson corner kick. 6th corner kick of the night. Haven't really been able to make much chances of these corner kicks so far in this game. With 6, you'd think that they might score a goal. Having some big players like Lane, and Biddle. Seems to be Coyquette taking this corner kick.
Yeah, we know they're dangerous on corner kicks. Look for him to get one of the big Cooper Lane's head.
Corner comes in. Nice corner into the middle post. Flicked on by this Coolidge defender. Biddle tries to take a shot. Bounces back to him, takes another one, but skies it over the bar.
Yeah, on those corner kicks, Coolidge has really just stacked the box inside the goal and not let Wilson really get anything happening by just really closing those angles up and gotten a lot of blocks out inside.
Here's a long goal kick by Coolidge. Ball bounced around this midfield. Picked up by Chico, who plays it. A short pass towards Roulette, out towards Malcolm, back in towards Sam. Tries to play it back out towards Malcolm. Cleared away by Coolidge defender though. Trying to flick it on towards this right hand side, but dealt with by Stevens. It's a Coolidge throw in. They take it quickly. Have a lot of space on this left hand side. Try to switch it. Not a very good pass though, and it is dealt with by Coyquette. Chico with it. Lovely turn there, sending the dudes to the shop. Chico tries to go inside. Swarmed by Coolidge players though. Now they have a chance. 10 seconds left in this game. They gotta hurry. Playing it inside towards number 15. Tackle there made by Stevens, and you think this half will be wrapped up. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Full time 0-0 Wilson and Coolidge, but don't leave yet. There will be an extra time as this is the playoffs of the DCIAA tournament semifinals. We will have a short minute break, about probably 3 to 5 minutes, and they will come back on the field for this extra time. Just a little bit of an insight. All the Coolidge players dropped as soon as the ref blowed the whistle, and we'll see how stamina has its impact in this extra time, and we'll see how this Wilson team bounces back.
But winner-going situation here. Both teams have got to put everything they have on the field. Don't want to end the season here. Want to continue on to Thursday at Dunbar and try to have a chance to play for this DCIAA title. We'll be back with you when this extra time begins.
This will be over in 20 minutes. Are you leaving?
We have a situation update. This extra time will consist of 2 5-minute halves, and it will be a golden goal situation, which means that whichever team scores 1 goal, the game is automatically finished, and they win the game. After these 2 5-minute halves, if the game is still tied, it will go into penalties, in which both teams will have 5 penalties to shoot, and best out of those 5 will win the game.
They will go to more penalties if needed, if it's still a tie after those. Gotta think neither one of these teams wants to go to the penalties, as it's very just a guessing situation of the keeper. Gotta think that these teams put all they can out, all they can get in these last 10 minutes in this extra time situation.
Wilson fans rallying their crowd up, trying to get themselves hyped for this next 5 minutes. They will need to push through as they've already played 80 minutes of soccer, but they will play 10 more here, and maybe even more after that. couldn't really tell you which one I think will have the advantage in these penalties. I have not seen, neither team have really gone to penalties in this season. We have seen Manji taking a couple penalties for Wilson. He has tucked them in nicely, and we have seen Taman also take them. But Coach Congolo cannot count on Taman for these penalty shootouts, as he is probably most likely going to be out, as we saw that he left the field with an ankle injury. So we'll see how that develops. Wilson will start off this extra time with the ball, playing out wide towards Stevens, finding Hornsby, trying to get around two, couldn't. Coolidge trying to play out to his right-hand side, but it falls out for a Wilson throw-in.
Both teams have to put everything they got into this. Whoever loses this game will be heading home, and whoever wins this game will be heading to the DCIAA championship game on Thursday.
Here's Coycat with the ball, inside towards Sammy, back towards Coycat, plays it in towards Roulette, Roulette still with it, gets around two, has man open in the far post, didn't seem to see him, could shoot, shoots it, blocked by Coolidge once again. Nice job all game long by these Coolidge defenders, anticipating the shots and blocking them. Here's a corner for Wilson, fans riling up. 7th corner of the night by Wilson.
Yeah, huge play right here. Could be the deciding factor. We know they're dangerous on corners. Gotta be a dangerous situation right here.
Coycat will take the corner. He has Lane inside the box. Nice ball in. Carter couldn't get a nice contact with the header. Max has it in. Cleared away by this Coolidge defender though. Here's Stevens with the ball. Tries to find Carter on this left-hand side. Couldn't. Wilson throwing.
That corner was just slightly too high for the head of Lane. Lane was running right towards that front post. Beautiful ball by Cookett, but not able to connect, just inches high.
Here's Stevens with the ball. Poked away by a Coolidge defender. Another Wilson throwing. Never mind. Seems to be a Coolidge throwing, and it hit Stevens on the way out.
Wilson just got to play for this got to play for the defensive counterattack. As we know, Coolidge likes those long balls over top, and haven't been able to capitalize on any, but have had some dangerous opportunities.
We see stamina affecting these players. We've seen a couple of them with their hands on their hips, trying to see if they can catch a breath of air before they have to run again.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see, not necessarily in this 2 minutes and 40 seconds left of this half, but in that second extra time period, if this Coach Congolo or the coach of Coolidge decides to take in one of their better penalty takers, if it does go to that.
Coolidge clears away, not trying to concede anything with 2 minutes left in this half. Chico with the ball, nice turn there, takes a shot. Didn't seem to plant his left foot right though, and a wild one goes out to the right. Not sure how it works here in high school soccer, but in professional soccer, only the players on the field will be able to take penalties in penalty shootout. Not sure if that is the case, but if that is the case, we would like to see how Congolo does that, as he might sub on some better penalty takers at the risk of not playing them in their own natural positions in order to secure this penalty shootout. Here's Carter with the ball, tries to flick it on towards Sammy, does the second time, plays the ball towards Lane, inches away from that touch. He would have been in by himself one-on-one, but instead it goes out for a Coolidge goal kick. Yeah. Minute and 30 seconds left in this game.
Beautiful idea right there by Sammy. Just inches again away from Lane's foot. Not able to connect on those. Where we've seen in previous games, the connections have been better. Wilson struggled a little bit with that this game. Why do you think that is?
Pressure here by Wilson, forcing this Coolidge clearance. Sammy picks it up. Nice ball in towards Chico on his right-hand side. Has two on him though. Tries to play the one-touch clearance. Dangerous ball there and right over the Coolidge goal. And another Coolidge goal kick. Wilson really putting pressure on this Coolidge team in this first half. Coolidge haven't really had any chances offensively so far. In fact, haven't really left their own half of the field, as they've just been giving it right back towards these Wilson defenders. Long Coolidge throwing, goal kick, once again, picked up by Sammy, gets it poked away. Coolidge with it. Tries to find his right winger. Couldn't get it. Roulette with it. Heavy pressure on. Turns and passes it towards Stevens on this left-hand side. Hornsby with it. Tries to drag it back. Nicely defended. Still with it though. Pokes it away. Tries to find Sammy. Too far. And it will be another Coolidge goal kick. We see 3 players warming up. Well, not sure if Taman's warming up or trying to walk it out. But we see Ellison and Manji warming up on the sideline. Haven't seen Ellison so far in this game. But maybe Coach Kungolu prefers him for one of these penalty shootouts.
Yeah, I gotta think that's the reason why Manji's warming up. When he's on the field, he's usually their penalty taker. One of the more confident guys when getting to the spot. Gotta think that they'll make a decision to move him maybe into the midfield or up to a striker position. See what he makes. Gotta think the nerves are getting to these players. 5 minutes left to play in this game. As they're not gonna have any breaks. The play will just start right away. See when the substitutions are made for Wilson. But gotta think that they gotta put everything on the line. Don't want to lose in this fashion.
Second half of this extra time golden goal rule. If you miss that, that means that the team that scores will automatically win the game. Coolidge will kick it off. Fans starting to get riled up here as it's an eventful ending to the game. Nobody expected this game to go on this long as Wilson dominated them when they played them in the regular season. But playoff soccer is a completely different thing. Here's Coolidge with it. Nice attack. Can brew something up here. Miscommunication though, picked up by Stevens. Inside towards Sammy. Wilson have numbers here if they hurry up. Playing it in towards Lane, who once again does one of his dummies to try to turn, but read by this Coolidge defense. And it will go out for a Wilson corner kick. 8th one of the night.
Yeah, Stevens is going to take this one. See if he can connect on this one as they were inches away from finishing one a second ago.
Here's Stevens, ball inside towards his back post. Flicked on by the Coolidge defender, throws off Biddle. Here's Sam with it, tries to take a shot inside. Carter got hit, claiming for a penalty. Absolutely fuming that the ref didn't give to him. They got to keep their heads though as Coolidge had a chance. Hooked away by Hornsby. Lane tried to take a touch around him and would have been in. Carter back out to Chico, plays it inside towards Sammy, tries to turn, has Hornsby wide open on this left-hand side, right-hand side, excuse me, doesn't play him. Both wingers open for Wilson, but the midfield didn't want to turn and play him, and now it's Coolidge with the ball. Carter tracked him back, not playing any games with 4 minutes left in this extra time. Roulette with it, heavy pressure there, challenged, but falls back towards Stevens. A lot of space here in that hospital passer by Carter. Got lucky that Malcolm was able to poke it away. Plays it back towards Max. Resend it all the way back towards Pete. Spreading this Coolidge defense out. Pete kicks it far. Only as far as his Coolidge center back though, and that will be offsides. Man was miles offsides. Not sure he was trying to do there, and it will be a Wilson free kick, and 2 substitutions will be made by Wilson here.
The clock continues to inch down. 3 minutes and 38 seconds left in this second extra time period. If you just joined us, it's been a beautiful game of football. Both teams have had some great opportunities. Both keepers have held their teams back in this game. And we're here in extra time. 3 minutes left. This is soccer.
Seems ref will not allow substitutions for this Wilson team or for this Coolidge team as they have both players waiting to come in. Pete will take this free kick. Wilson has seemed to have moved Carter and Lane will be paired up top. And once again the ref is chatting to the linesman. Not sure what they're thinking of here.
They're talking about tea time.
Clock is stopped. It is windy, a little bit chilly out on this field. Don't want too much stoppage time as these players might get cold. I'm in the booth right now and I'm shivering myself. The clock will be adjusted to 2 minutes and 30 seconds as it seems to have started a little late. Pete with the ball. Here's Stevens with it. Playing it short. Ball inside. Far and just skims the crossbar. Not sure that he was trying to take the shot there, but almost turned into one. And it seems Ellison will make his debut, or his first appearance in this game. And Manji will come on, taking Roulette and Stevens out for the 2 minutes that are left in this game. Not sure if that's the right choice by Congolo, taking a player out, putting a new player in, 2 minutes left in the game. So he hasn't had much game experience yet so far, but we'll see how Ellison deals with that one. And first play of the game, clears it in. And Lane tries to scoop it up. Carter with a chance. Shoots! Oh! Crossbar again by Carter. Unlucky from Wilson once again. Had the wide open shot, just couldn't get to it. Wilson players telling them to get off the ground, keep his hopes up. This game, I mean, by God, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a playoff game, this is what I would show you. Completely stunning so far how Wilson haven't taken the lead, or Coolidge, if I'm being fair myself. Both have had absolute chances that haven't gone to the back of the net. That one right there might have been the most clear chance of the game, though. Set up perfectly there. Carter took the right touch, had it on his right foot, his dominant foot. Hits it too hard, though, and it hit the crossbar. Not sure what's happening with the keeper, though. Ref having a word with his team. A minute and 20 seconds left in this game.
Don't know what the confusion is, but looks like they're sending the keeper off.
The keeper seemed to have gone down for an injury and he has to be held off the field. But Coolidge is saying they can't play without a keeper. So I think he would be admitted back onto the field instantly. Not sure what the ref is doing here, though.
Wilson fans not happy with this one. As we saw earlier in this game, Manji went down with an injury, and Wilson was playing with 10 men for a little bit of this game. So gotta think that they give them the same treatment.
Fans upset here. It is cold out, as I said before. If this continues to happen, these players will get cold. This is not good for a soccer player. You want your muscles warm, you want to be able to run, you want to be able to turn.
Gotta think that this could make a difference. Minute 20 seconds left. Wilson still has an opportunity to make something happen.
It seems a backup, sorry to interrupt, but it seems a backup keeper will be needed for Coolidge, as the player has to go out for a couple until the ref admits him back in. But it is their keeper, so they can't afford to have their player out, as we saw as they did before with Manji. A little bit of a tussle happening down there. Not sure what's going on. Ref exchanging some words with the Coolidge coach. Seems to be arguing that he can't play without a keeper.
Yeah, but if you're Coolidge right now, if you end up losing this game due to having your backup keeper in the game, you gotta be frustrated with this. I mean, it would be the right thing to do. It is the fair call, as it did happen earlier in this game, but against Wilson. But it's got to be frustrating.
I would have to disagree there. Normally, you see the goalkeeper admitted instantly back on the field, but it seems that Coolidge will be playing with a backup keeper.
Gotta think that they try to get the ball out of bounds as quickly as possible. Maybe boot this one right out of bounds. Try to give their keeper an opportunity to get back on the field to be admitted. If it is that their backup keeper is going to get back in the game.
Wilson fans getting riled up here. Backup keeper will be coming in for Coolidge. Coolidge now with a minute 20 seconds left and a backup keeper. I mean, you would think they'd try to hold the ball up in Wilson's own half. Not sure if they will be able to do that, though, as they haven't done that all game mostly. So I think their best bet here is just to kick it away and defend. Hopefully they get no shots on target. I mean, we don't know how good this goalkeeper is, but with no play time so far in this game, coming in with a minute left in extra time is not ideal. Here's Manji with it. Finds Sam. Takes a bad touch, though. Cleared away by this Coolidge defense. Falls back towards Chico. Just couldn't get it, though. Lets it run for a Wilson throw-in. Plays it up the line towards Carter. Back to Chico. A little bit of a hospital ball there. We've seen a couple of these by Wilson in this game. And Coolidge had a chance here. Well defended by Max though. Manji with the ball. Fresh on the field. Tries to take a shot off. Long shot. Dealt with by this Coolidge defense though. Ellison clears down his right hand side. Coyquette with it. Scoops the ball above the player. Chops it back. Nice move there by Coyquette to get away from the defender. Here's Malcolm with a 1-2 with Sammy. Plays it inside towards Carter. Tries to flick it on one more towards Chico. Chico does find it. Not from Carter though. There is a chance here. And he seems to have been kicked. No call there between that exchange between Chico and the Coolidge player. One of them had to kick the other, so it had to be a foul for one of those two players. Ref didn't seem to agree though, and they'll call a foul on Lane as he ran into the Coolidge keeper.
Yeah, seems to be an injury on the field, so ref decides to stop the clock, and now Coolidge is able to get their regular goalie comes on the field. Don't know if that was an actual injury or he's more faking that to get his regular keeper back on the field. Yeah,
A little bit of a sneaky technique there by Coolidge to get their main goalkeeper back on the field. Don't blame them though, as it was a little bit unfair that their player had to leave the field before and wasn't admitted right back in.
Yeah, but the keeper makes a great play right there to make the save, draw the foul inside the box in a dangerous situation. For a player who doesn't play goalkeeper, makes a huge play to maybe keep this Coolidge team in the game.
3 seconds left in the game. There'll be probably one goal kick, and we will see penalties for this semifinal. Coolidge versus Wilson. 1 second, no time left on the clock, and we will go to penalties, ladies and gentlemen. Each team will initially have 5 shots to score as many as they can. If a team has more shots made than the other one by the end of those 5 shots, that team will be declared the winner. If not, they will go into a sudden death situation in which the team exchanges penalty shootouts and try to take advantage that way. But there can be no tie here by these teams. We'll see who Congolo chooses here. We think that Manji will be set as he takes the regular penalties. I will guess that Carter will also shoot, Folds will shoot, I will guess Hornsby will shoot. And since Taman is injured, I'm not sure who that last shooter would be. It might be Lane.
Might say it's Lane, one of the key players, stars, the seniors on the team. Gotta think it comes down to not only how good of a penalty taker is, but how nervous of this people that they can get. If Congolo can trust one of these juniors or younger players on this team, he might elect to go to them, but he might elect to go to the veteran leadership that they know they have on this team. As a lot of this just comes down to nerves, because the game is in your hands in some ways. But you got to think that Pete's got to make a big save. We know he's super talented, but you can say the same thing about that Coolidge goalkeeper, who's really kept them in the game.
We could also see a surprise kick by Ellison as he did get brought onto the field. It seems Ellison will be taking one of the penalty kicks as he's getting hyped up by Chico.
Yeah, you got to think both coaches have their best penalty takers if they wanted to make a substitution on the bench, as there was a stoppage of play at 3 seconds. So got to think that's the perfect opportunity if you want to bring in one last player or two.
So I think our 5 will be Ellison, Manji, Carter.
I think it's going to be Lane too. It looks
Lane. And I'm not sure who the last one would be, as Folds doesn't seem to be taking one of these.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see who starts out with the penalties. If Coolidge has to kick first, or if it's going to be Wilson, because that will be a big deciding factor on who can get the momentum and who puts the pressure on the other team of who can put in that first penalty.
Right now we have 10 players set to kick. We have Ellison, we have Hornsby, we have Sammy, we have Biddle, we have Chico, we have Lane, we have Manji, we have Max, and we have Carter. Remember, only 5 players will be able to kick the first 5 initial penalties. So we'll have to see who those are. Pete will be in goal, of course. And this game is going to be decided by penalty shootouts. I didn't expect this game to end like this, as Wilson have been dominating all their opponents recently in this DCIAA.
Yeah, it really shows. Wilson's regular season record against DCIAA teams was 7-0. including beating this Coolidge team 2-0 in a game where they dominated even more than the scoreboard showed. But come playoff time, it's totally different. This Coolidge team showed heart, showed pressure, played some great defense, got a little bit lucky on some saves by not only their keeper but also that white crossbar. But still in this game, 0-0, Wilson wasn't able to finish, neither was Coolidge, and now it comes down to this, where whoever wins this game is going to the finals.
Now, in order to win a penalty shootout for Wilson, I think they got to keep their heads. I mean, you miss the first penalty, doesn't matter. You can't get the nerves get to you. You got to choose your spot before you even line up the kick. Stick with that spot unless you see the keeper dive very early. And if they do that, I think they should win us. I think technically they are better than Coolidge, even though you never know with these nerves how this will affect these players. You see a couple players walking around, can't take it. There's a little fist bump by both of the goalkeepers that will be in charge of trying to keep these penalties out. You see your Wilson team supporting their kickers. First kicker will be a Coolidge player.
Gotta think he's nervous walking up there, trying to give his team a chance to get to the finals.
Seems to be number 4 will take this kick for Coolidge. He's bouncing around in his goal, trying to read this player. Normally you can tell by the way they line up, by the way they open up their hips. If their hips are closed and they shoot with the right foot, as this one does, he will probably go near post. If he opens them up, he'll probably go far post. And he goes near post. He guessed the right way. Well shot penalty though. And it just slips by him in the corner. First penalty taker from Wilson will be Manji. Takes them in the regular season. Gotta keep his head here. Doesn't matter that they scored the first one. He has to put this one in the back of the net. Manji tends to like to go to the right side, left side of the keeper. He likes to shoot it in that top corner. We'll see how he does it here. And he does go top right. And it is a penalty, 1-1, tied for Wilson. Lovely penalty there taken by Manji. Put his head down, block the noise out, and just strike that into the top right corner.
Huge penalty right there by Manji, able to even this one up. Now Pete is able to redeem himself, was able to guess the right way on that first one, but not able to outstretch, and ball goes right on the fingertips of right through the fingertips of his hands.
Not sure what the ref's saying he can't bounce up and down. He can do whatever he wants though. Here's a second penalty, and skies it! Miss by Coolidge. Wilson can take advantage on this next penalty. This one will be key. If Wilson make this one, the tide will be theirs. Putting a lot of pressure on these Coolidge kickers after that. And it seems Lane will be taking the second penalty. Lane also likes to shoot it towards the left side of the keeper. We saw that one penalty shot he had in which he scored, which he shot it to the right side, left side of the keeper once again. See how he does it here.
Senior striker here, ice in his veins. See if he can bring the lead for Wilson.
Very strong player. Puts it on the left side, and another one for Wilson. Take the lead, 2-1 in this penalty shootout. And you must think this will put a lot of pressure on these Coolidge kickers, as if they miss this one, it might be game over, even though you never know. It is a penalty shootout.
Pressure's all on Coolidge. Wilson has the lead, and they went second in penalty kicks.
Wilson fans trying to put the nerves in them. Number 8 will be lining up. Very good game by Coolidge so far. I think he might be one of their best players. Let's see where he goes. Another right footer. We haven't seen any left footers shoot yet. He puts it in the left and saved by P. And that's 2 missed shots for Coolidge. That is 2-1 in this penalty shootout. And Wilson can shoot their third penalty. Now, if Wilson make this, Coolidge have to score their next 2 penalties, or else they are out. Let's see who will take this shot.
Pete showing his clutch factor, showing the ice in the veins, able to save back-to-back penalties. The one before is skyrocketed, but this one is saved, and he's going to take the penalty here, trying to cement the Wilson lead.
The rest, talking with the lines ref here, Pete will take the goal, the penalty shot. We don't see this much in soccer. He's a left footer, and he puts it in! Bottom left corner. That means that Coolidge now has to make both of their shots, and Wilson have to miss both of their shots, or else it's game over. This looks very likely to shift towards Wilson's way. Number 15 will take the penalty for Coolidge. Probably their best player of this team. He has to make it in, or else they will be out. Pete, so far, man of the match in this game, if you ask me, saving one penalty, scoring one, and he has been absolutely crucial to this Wilson team with those balls in behind all game long. Having a nice job clearing them.
Showing his leadership for this team. Senior shows the ice in the veins to save the penalty, and then goes right behind that and finishes it, as well. He's not a natural penalty taker. Interesting.
It seems that Pete will not be able to be in goal as he took the penalty kick. Not sure where this rule comes from.
Yeah.
I've never seen this before in soccer. Coach Congolo having to talk to the refs. He finds this unbelievable.
Yeah, Wilson fans not happy with this one. Not a natural thing, but Wilson is in a fortunate situation where they do have a very talented backup keeper in Matthew.
But he cannot play as he's not selected as one of the kickers. Not sure if he'll be able to be on the field.
The two refs are talking to Coach Congolo, trying to figure this one out.
We'll see how this one plays out, as Wilson will put in a backup keeper. Pete so far having a great penalty shootout game, saving one penalty and scoring the other. We'll see what this one goes down to.
I gotta think this is crucial if Pete is not able to sit to play goalie.
Let's see what Coach Congolo does here.
This could be what Coolidge needs to get them back in this game. Let's see who he elects to take the penalty. It looks like it's gonna be.
Looks like it will be. Looks like it will be. It will be Max that will be going in goal, as Pete is not allowed to be in goal for these penalties anymore since he took one apparently. Let's see how Max goes into this game. This could change the tide in this penalty shootout, as Wilson don't have a proper goalie in goal.
Yeah,
keep in mind though, one successful penalty by Wilson, and the game is over no matter what Max does in goal.
Yeah, I gotta think if this does happen, it's a crucial mistake by Coach J.C. Congolo to have Pete take the penalty. But senior captains, senior center back for Wilson, gotta think that he might be able to save this one.
Let's see how this one goes out. If Max saves this, it's game over. Wilson will advance to the finals, which they will play on Thursday.
Pressure
lines up for the penalty. Takes the shot. And down the middle, almost saved by Max. And Wilson will continue through this penalty shootout. It will be Hornsby who takes the fourth penalty for them. If he makes this, it is game over.
Yeah, huge play right here. They can seal their victory if Malcolm Hornsby is able to tuck this one away. But let's see if Coolidge is able to save this one and get themselves back in this game.
Here's Hornsby with it. Puts it in! Puts it in! And Wilson advanced to the finals of DCI. Absolute ice in the veins to put in that bottom left-hand corners. And the fans go wild. What an ending to this game. Wilson win the penalty shootout 4-2 after an absolute wonderful performance by Pete in this penalty shootout. And that is game, ladies and gentlemen. Wilson win in penalty shootouts 4-2. And Coolidge will go home after a tough battle with this Wilson team.
What a hard play. Absolute huge play right there by Wilson. Able to cement the victory in penalty shootouts. Show all aspects of their talent this game. And stick with us. We're going to be doing an interview on the field. So stick with us. We're going to be interviewing Coach J.C. Kongolo and one of the Wilson players.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you ask me, a little bit biased, but a deserved performance, a deserved win by this Wilson team. Coolidge fought hard.
Yeah, Pete's good.
Coolidge fought hard, but in the end, Wilson come out victorious, and they will advance to the final. I mean, that pose by Hornsby after he made that shot was just cold. He turned around and just looked up like it was nothing. We'd like to see this attitude from these Wilson players, and we'd like to see this fan appreciation too. Remember, if you are watching this right now, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, turn those notifications on, but don't leave just yet. We'll have an interview going from one of the Wilson players or the coach in just a couple minutes.
Okay, do you need anything from us? Oh, okay. They ready? Alright, yeah, we're perfect.
We have an interview here by Irvin and Hornsby.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on the field here with Malcolm Hornsby. Hit the game-winning pen towards the end of this one. Malcolm, what were the keys to success and penalties for you guys? We've been practicing penalties every single day of practice. I mean, it's come natural to us, right? So we just practice penalties. Wilson, in the past, has missed penalties and penalty shootouts, so we just practice that. It's all practice, all ice in the veins, no nerves. Go out there, commit to a side, and score. I love that. So what was the struggle like in the first half? You saw Coolidge was pretty physical there. What was that about? How are you going to change that game plan coming into this Thursday? Right, it's a new season. Once we left the regular season playoff, that's a new season. Coolidge came out with a lot of energy, a lot of intensity. We already beat them this season, but it was a different game. We were not prepared for that. Coming in the next game, we got to be prepared for whoever we're playing, coming with the same energy that we left in this game. It has been announced that you'll be playing Bell, so how do you feel about that? I feel pretty good. We beat Bell 6-0 this season, but again, it's a new season. They're going to come at us with the same intensity Coolidge did. We just got to be prepared for that. Thank you, Malcolm. Enjoy the win with your teammates. All right, thanks.
That was Liam Irvin coming to you from the field.
See if we can get Wilson.
And we might have another interview going in just a second if you bear with us. It seems that Pete will have something to say about this game.
Back again with Pete Strider, the goalkeeper for this Tigers team, and just really rock solid all day. Put up a 0 on the board in regular time, got to extra time, still a 0, and saved a penalty and made a penalty. First of all, I want to ask you, what was the confusion on that penalty, and why weren't you allowed to be in goal for that last one? I was just talking a little trash to the opposition, and the refs just took offense. You know, can't win them all. Doing my best, trying to get in their head, and it worked, but the ref was not having it. What's up, my man? What's up, bro? Oh, he's up there? Hello? Alright, I'll let you guys enjoy your win. I'll talk to you guys.
That was Liam Irvin coming to you down from the field interviewing these players. If you like this Wilson live content, please make sure to subscribe. It would really help us, and click those notifications so you don't miss the game on Thursday, which will be Wilson versus Bell in the finals.
Along with the girls varsity soccer team also on Thursday. We'll be traveling to Dunbar live here around 7 o'clock, I believe, for the boys varsity soccer game. But make sure the chime might change, so make sure to have those notifications on. It's going to be 5 o'clock, I apologize, for the girls. And so that will probably be 7 o'clock for the boys. Should be a beautiful game of football, and should be another beautiful, great soccer game. So we'll be there with you. So remember to hit that subscribe button. This has been Nathaniel Wigman.
And Mikkel Queck.
And Alex Tomasek.
We appreciate you watching.
Wilson Live signing off.